everybody, welcome back to the brand new video. There was big news in the hobby world today that dropped around lunchtime. They are going to create and implement a new program, a new chaser for Bowman products. It's called the Bowman Red Rookie Redemption. And I've taken the last few hours to look into this a little bit more. I've done some research and I don't know. I'm a little skeptical about this. I don't like it. Upon first look, I'm not a big fan. I'll tell you why. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at this page. It says, welcome to a new way to collect and follow the next generation of baseball stars. With the Bowman Red Rookie Redemption, you can hit a red rookie card and redeem it for fan cash if the player wins the Rookie of the Year or if they achieve other milestones. Watch the video below to learn more and start hunting red rookie cards in 2025 Bowman. So let's take a look at this video. The video, when I first saw it, it got me pretty hyped. But then I looked into all of the stipulations and everything, which we'll look at after the video.
25 Bowman Baseball is packing an exciting new way to collect Bowman. Introducing the Bowman Red Rookie Redemption. Here's how it works. The key is to look out for these new red RC logos.
All right, so those red RC logos, you got to keep a close eye on these. So breakers especially, you're not going to be able to shuffle through the cards super fast or even skip the entire deck. I know a lot of breakers, when they open up a pack of Bowman, especially Bowman Jumbo, they automatically skip all the paper. They don't even show it to you. They go right to the Bowman Chrome where the hits are in the middle, don't even look at them. So some breakers will probably hate this because they're going to have to show you every card, which, you know, around here we show you anyway. But I really hope that they flip these cards over and make it real obvious in the pack.
They'll be stamped on a limited number of rookie refractors and then randomly inserted into all Bowman products. Once the Rookie of the Year winners are announced, collectors holding that player's red RC will have a limited time to redeem their card for $100 in Fanatics fan cash.
So this is just like the MVP buyback program, very similar, because with the MVP buyback program that we had the last couple of years in Chrome, after the season was over, the MVP award was announced in each league, and then you got $20 for every base card. You can turn it into a local card shop and get $20 in store credit and go and buy some packs or boxes. The parallels were worth even more. It was a great idea. And they saw the popularity of that, and now I think they're trying to put a spin on that and put it into Bowman.
Should they choose to, each collector can decide to trade in their red RC or hold it. Because once your red RC wins Rookie of the Year, you unlock additional reward possibilities as that player's career develops. If that Rookie of the Year goes on to win either an MVP or Cy Young award, the card can be redeemed for $300 in Fanatics fan cash.
However, there are some stipulations here. You got to delve deep into this, because if they never win a Cy Young or an MVP or go to the Hall of Fame, well, then that card's worthless. That $100, if you don't submit it within a certain window, well, it's going to be not worth anything, whatever the card's worth. A couple bucks maybe. Think about like a Kyle Lewis or like a, who else won Rookie of the Year? Michael Fulmer, Jonathan India. Those guys win MVPs? Probably not. So you're going to have to really think about it. Let's get back to the video.
2 MVPs or Cy Youngs, and it goes to $500. 3 MVPs or Cy Youngs, and we're talking $700 in fan cash. And if your red RC goes on to the Hall of Fame, $1,000 in fan cash.
That $1,000 sure does sound nice. However, there's a couple problems here. The more and more I think about it, you're going to have to wait 25 years, probably at a minimum, to even see that $1,000, because the players probably, if they're going to the Hall of Fame, they're probably playing about 20 years, and then they have to wait 5 years to be inducted because there's a 5-year waiting period. And in 25 years from now, that $1,000 will more than likely be worth about $500 in today's money. I even went back and I typed into the inflation calculator, $1,000 in 2000, 25 years ago, is now worth $1,850. So yeah, it'll be worth about $500 whenever the player gets in the Hall of Fame, which probably won't even buy a hobby box at that time.
It's fan cash that can be used for more Topps trading cards, singles, auctions, live breaks. You can even use it for your favorite team gear. Are you sitting on the next MVP or Hall of Famer? You decide. Enjoy another way to collect with 2025 Bowman Baseball and the all-new Red RC.
All right, so this is going to probably create a lot of questions. A lot of people curious about this. And so we're going to take a look at some of the stuff. I did a little research as well to figure out how common is this going to be for a player to win a Rookie of the Year, win an MVP, and go to the Hall of Fame. So actually, later on in this video, I went through every single Hall of Famer from the last 30 years and looked at all the awards that each player won, and I'll tell you how many players and who those players were that this offer would have been good for. So how the Bowman Red Redemption Rookie works: you're going to find these red rookie cards in 2025 Bowman and Bowman Chrome. I do not know how common they are. That's a big question. So if it's, every box, maybe one per box, that'd be pretty cool, because like with Chrome, with the MVP buyback, your Otanis and your Judges for your MVPs, you'd maybe get 1 or 2 of those per box, which is nice. It says if the player on your red rookie card wins the Rookie of the Year, well, that card is eligible for the redemption, and you'll be able to turn in for $100 in fan cash on your Fanatics Collect account, or you can hold on to it. But if you do hold on to it, you're going to forfeit that $100. So if the player does not ever, progress and win an MVP or Cy Young, it's going to be essentially worthless. All right, so the next slide here has the different tiers, and I misunderstood this when I first heard it. When I first heard it, I thought that they had to win 3 MVPs, then go to the Hall of Fame, but it's Rookie of the Year, $100. Then, if they win an MVP, you'll get $300 or a Cy Young, and there's going to be a window, probably until the offseason is over, March 31st of the following year, you'll have to cash that in. And if you don't cash it in, well, then you lose it. So if the player wins an MVP, you can cash in for $300, or you can hold it and hope they win a second MVP and get $500 for it, and continue to hold it and hope they win a third MVP and get $700. Continue to hold it and hope they get to the Hall of Fame and get $1,000. Now, the Hall of Fame with $1,000, there's some legalese with this. So let's take a look at this next slide. It says to qualify for the next reward milestone, a player must first achieve the one preceding it. So, for example, a player must win the Rookie of the Year to be eligible for the MVP or Cy Young reward. A player must also win the MVP or Cy Young to be eligible for the Hall of Fame induction reward. So that's a big one right there. That's automatically going to eliminate a lot of guys, quite honestly. Rewards will be distributed as fan cash and placed into the Redeemer's Fanatics account, yada, yada, yada. All right, so now we're going to take a look at this red rookie logo. Again, that's what you got to look for, that blood red rookie logo up there in the corner. Don't miss it. But let's take a look at the checklist for 2025 Bowman, and there'll be more rookies coming out for Bowman Chrome, I'm sure, but there's 30 players on this checklist. Some of these guys have a really good chance of winning the Rookie of the Year. I'll show you the current odds for the Rookie of the Year in each league here coming up, but Jacob Wilson, Dylan Cruz, Roki Sasaki all have good shots, Jackson Jobe. But what's with these guys with asterisks with their names? Those guys aren't even eligible to win the 2025 Rookie of the Year. They appeared in too many games in 2024, so why are they red rookied up? I have no idea. Total waste of a card right there. So if you get a Ben Rice red rookie, you are completely out of luck. John Kenzie Noel, David Festa, Connor Norby, no chance of them really being worth anything for the Rookie of the Year award, and they can't, I guess, even if they win the MVP award, it wouldn't count either, because, you have to win the Rookie of the Year to be eligible to move up the window. Anyway, here we go to this next slide. It says, when does the red rookie redemption submission window open up? Well, it's open shortly after the awards are announced. It goes until March 31st, just like the MVP buyback with Chrome. It says if a Rookie of the Year winner goes on to win the MVP, the redemption window for those players will reopen from that announcement in November until the following March. So let's say that Dylan Cruz wins the Rookie of the Year this year, and then 3 years from now he wins an MVP in, let's say, 2028. You'll have a few months at the end of 2028 into 2029 to redeem that card for $300. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting. If that player goes on to be inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame within 10 years of retirement from the league after winning the Rookie of the Year and either an MVP or Cy Young award, the redemption window will reopen from the induction date for a period of 5 months. So if they go onto the Baseball Hall of Fame, you get 10 years from retirement, which is kind of interesting, that stipulation right there, because it should actually read 15, because there's a 5-year waiting window after they retire, and then they go on the ballot for 10 years. So I think that's a mistake. That should say 15 years from retirement. So kind of interesting right there. And we're going to talk a little bit about the odds of this. So in the last 30 years, I went through all of the Hall of Famers that were inducted from every single class, from 2025 with Dick Allen, Dave Parker, Sabathia, Ichiro, all the way down to 1995. I looked at every single player. I didn't look at the umpires or the managers, just the players. And out of all of those players, there was about 70 of them, actually there was over 70. It looks like on my list here, I've got 85 rows, so about a little under 80 because I've got a couple headers in there for you. So almost 80 players. Do you know how many players are eligible for this $1,000? The answer is 4, just 4 players. It would have been Ichiro, who won a Rookie of the Year and an MVP. And it was Jeff Bagwell. There's a big gap. Jeff Bagwell, who won a Rookie of the Year and won MVP. Andre Dawson and Cal Ripken Jr., and that is it. You've got other guys in there like Mike Schmidt, 3-time MVP, didn't win the Rookie of the Year, so he's not eligible, which is kind of crazy. Pedro Martinez, 3-time Cy Youngs. He never won a Rookie of the Year, so he's ineligible. Randy Johnson, 5-time Cy Young. Greg Maddux, 4-time Cy Young winner. They're not eligible because they didn't win the Rookie of the Year. Barry Bonds, 7 times MVP. He didn't win the Rookie of the Year, so even he would be ineligible. So kind of crazy. Your odds of getting that $1,000 are very, very slim. So I would say if you are planning to hold, if they win the MVP, sell it back then. So now let's talk a little bit about why I'm a little wary of this program. And a big reason is box prices. All right, so my number one problem with this, where I think this could go off the rails a little bit, is the price of these boxes. If you have been a collector for a long, long time, you remember paying just over $100 for boxes of Chrome. Hobby boxes, the jumbo boxes may have been $250. I remember $300, but the MVP buyback program, it was a great idea, except it really, really drove the prices through the roof the last couple of years of Chrome. And even right now, if you were to want to go and just buy a regular box of 2024 Topps Chrome, even though the MVP buyback program is expired, it's still $400 for just a hobby box. With one autograph? $400? I know that's 2024, and there's some really good rookies in 2024, but even with 2023, now 2 years removed, and the rookie class is not nearly as good, but you're still going to be paying a pretty big premium for those boxes, as well as just taking a quick look at just a single Breakers Delight box is $500 for 7 cards and 2 autographs. A 12-box case, which you would hope would be about $1,200 of 2023 Topps Chrome, that's $3,000. So the box prices got driven up, and they have stayed up. And I think that a big reason that they did get driven up in the first place is because of that MVP buyback program, because there was a lot of extra value added to the box with people getting $20 here, $20 there, $40 here for a refractor, $100 here for a numbered card, maybe $200 here for a low numbered card. And what I fear is that Bowman and Bowman Chrome are going to get jacked way, way up. And instead of paying, like $150 for a box of Bowman Hobby, we're going to be paying much, much more. Same thing with Bowman Chrome. We saw Bowman Chrome release this past year for, $230, and now it's like almost $400 a box. Probably will be just the same for 2025 Bowman Chrome when that comes out with this red rookie program. And another thing, this longevity thing with these Hall of Famers, it could create the more artificial, pumping the price up more. So those box prices will stay high for years and years and years. Like, let's say Dylan Cruz wins the Rookie of the Year this year, and let's say Jacob Wilson wins the other Rookie of the Year. Well, for the next 20 years now, people are going to be paying a premium, putting extra money towards those 2025 Bowman boxes because, you could pull a Dylan Cruz or Jacob Wilson red rookie, which will be worth $1,000, which the good news is in the long run, $1,000 will not be worth a lot of money. That's the downside of this program. So I could see if they're offering $10,000 if they got into the Hall of Fame. I think that would be a little more fair, especially with the long, long odds. But overall, I don't know. It just seems a little bit, at first, confusing. When I look into it more, I wish they would have just simplified it and said, if you win the Rookie of the Year, your Bowman Chrome rookie card or your Bowman rookie is worth, let's say, $10 for a base paper or $5 for a base paper, maybe $20 for a Chrome, just like they did with the MVP buyback program, make it worth more for the parallels, and then be done with it and move on to the next year. I really love the MVP buyback program. I think that's a great thing for the hobby. And this one, I don't know, it just seems like there's a little much going on. So I'm not a huge fan right now. Maybe it'll grow on me, but just first initial reaction, just a couple hours hearing about it here, I'm not a huge fan of it right off the bat. Maybe it'll grow on me. I'm interested to know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think it's a terrible idea? There's going to be people that absolutely love this idea, and they're going to tell me that I'm an idiot and that I should be embracing this, and there's other people that might agree with me. So let me know in the comments. Go ahead and discuss with each other. I can't wait to read some of these threads of what you guys think about this. Is it just another way that they're going to kind of like, I feel like almost artificially inflate the box prices here? So thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. Let me know what you think about this. A lot to digest, and I will see you all tomorrow on Whatnot Live around 5 or 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Good night, everybody.